God.
Hey guys, Mike here. Today a quick review and setup of the INTEX Mariner 4 raft. It's a heavy-duty raft, perfect for lakes and rivers. We actually used this 3 times now in the Delaware River and held up just fine. So that's why you see it's in its storage bag, not in the original box. But really quick, I'm just going to show you guys how to put this thing together, how it looks. And then we're also going to show you the setup of the motor, which is optional. So you have to get the optional mount and then some kind of motor for it. I did the research. This one is perfect. Haven't used it yet, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously you need a battery as well. The Raft does come with a storage bag for the battery, but I'm gonna actually keep it in this cooler. And this is the battery right here. So 35 amp hour, whatever, it will be enough for a decent trip. But we will test it today and see how long it lasts. So the Raft does come with a pump. It does come with oars. That's what we use so far on every trip. It comes with the seats, 2 of them. I don't think we actually used them yet. The raft itself, it is heavy duty, it's thick. We hit some rocks when we were rafting. We had 4 adults in it and this thing held up fine. And then the floor is tough. As you guys can see, the floor has these heavy-duty plastic inserts, so you got a solid floor to stand on. So that's that. We open this thing up, and this raft I got right when COVID started. It should be around $200. I think I paid $219. I found one store that still had it, because for the past 2 years this thing was being resold anywhere from $400 to $800 from what I saw on Amazon and different sites. So you can see this is the bottom, all solid. So before you pump it up, you want to put the floor in, because once you pump it up, you will not be able to get these boards in there. So that's what we're gonna do. Shiny side on the bottom. You have 2 people, use 2 people. This is the bag I was telling you guys for the battery. It's not really waterproof, it's just a cover. So okay, so just to show you, there's an inflatable pillow here. This is there, so you make sure the floor is rotated to that side. We're going to inflate that after we put the floor on, so that little strip under the raft is inflated. It helps with the bumps and stuff. All these slide out, so it's all optional, but obviously I feel like you do want to support the floor. Now we can start pumping it up. So it comes with a manual pump. If you want to do that, it's going to take you probably all day. I got an electric one, or you can get a battery one. They go as cheap as 10 bucks in Walmart. So right now I was able to get this electric one, which you need AC power. Some of them use DC power, but I have my all-light power station, which I'm going to use to power it. You guys interested in a good battery backup? This thing's amazing. I did a whole review on it, so I'll do a link on the bottom so you guys can check it out. Just pump it up now. As you guys can see with the electric pump, this takes a minute. Battery ones are kind of slow and you never get a good finish. And by hand, it will take you all day. actually a thread here that you screw in, and then you pop this one open, the second piece to actually pump it in. I was doing it wrong. There we go. Now it will sit in there. It's two sides, so that's cool. Screw that back on as well. Now we pump it up. So that's that for the pump. You can top it up after. Now we would fix up the floor here. Let's find our location of this pump here. We'll get that adjusted and pumped up. Like when you go rafting and there's rocks and stuff, but I'll do it for the lake as well today. Alright, so that's that. As you guys can see, pretty sure this is for fishing poles. This is for your oars, this is storage, for rowing, one more for fishing pole over there for any other attachments. And then now we can show you guys how to install the motor. And we'll take this thing out. So I said, I think at the beginning, Mariner 4. This is actually Mariner 3. This is the smaller model. The price I was talking about was the same though. That's how expensive they were. The Mariner 3 is considered 3 to 4 person. I think the Mariner 4 is considered 5 to 6 person, and it's maybe a foot longer, and it has 3 seats instead of 2. We're only going to use 1 seat today, but this one does come with 2. So as you see, the seat just pops in like that. It's just basically inflatable couple. The oars, you can turn them, remove the handles and make it like a double-sided oar, or they snap in. You tighten this all up here, and that's it. That's your oar. Put it through here, flip it here, and you're good. So that's what we'll do with that. And then this is the optional motor mount that you have to buy separately. And this thing is actually very simple assembly. It's five pieces. 2 of these plastic adjusters here, and these metal pipes. One screw here, one screw here, little bolt here with a couple screws on the end, and that's how you set this up. This is how it should look. It's gonna sit right there, and then we're gonna set up our motor. So I'll put this on right now. All right, so the motor mount, these 2 plastic tags go in here, and then these pipes will go through there. So actually, the pipes first. And now you have 4 of these bolts to tighten everything up. No tools required. That's that, and now we can get the motor on. So the motor, guys, Minn Kota, like I mentioned earlier. This should be plenty for this raft. Simple design, that's exactly how it comes. This thing extends. You have the different 5 speeds for forward and then 3 speeds for reverse. Pretty straightforward. Just direct battery hookup. This, and this was already all assembled actually, just like that. I just had to slide this in. This is the blade. Obviously be careful when turning it on. And the way you're going to mount it onto our raft here is basically just right to the mount that we installed and just tighten these two bolts. This will probably be the same idea for other small boats and stuff. And then when you want to release it into the water, there's a little level here that you pull and it just drops, which we're not going to do it now because we're still on the ground. So I'm just going to connect my battery. We have the battery storage right here in our cooler. And like I showed you guys before, this is the battery I'm going with. From what I read, this is what will give it enough power for a decent trip. A couple hours, I believe, or something like that. We'll see once we get out there. It all depends what speeds you use. So we'll do a negative first. Close this up. Right there. That's our setup, guys. Let's get this raft in the water and show you how it works. There it is, all set up, ready to go. Let's get out on this lake before this thing floats away. Stopping the motor is really easy. Like I said, this little lever here, you just twist, you just squeeze, drop to the height you want it, and the motor's ready to go. And then just twist and go. And you can pull this out, as I said, for different types of boats. Really cool. Alright guys, so here we are. We've got the motor on max actually going right now. You guys can see by the side, it's decent speed. It says up to 30 pounds of thrust, whatever that means in boat talk. I'm no expert, so I'm not going to tell you. But it's holding up well. And then if you slow it down, this is one. So just basically you're cruising. So we are going a little bit against the wind, I feel like, so it is a little tougher. And then it takes a moment to get going when you're going hard. See? Pretty cool, motor's easy to use. And that's the raft. I'll put some clips up also of, after this of like when we were doing the river rafting, just to show you guys it in real action. But that's it guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, follow, any comments, questions about this raft, let me know.